Alrighty. Um, okay. Getting the link. Getting link. Link gotten. The only reason I'm not starting on the title screen, and Steelwool doesn't usually do this, but I want to have my first experience with this game booting up on screen. I have literally not even started this game yet. Hello, Zorro. Just a tad big. So we're going to be streaming until about 5 o'clock my time. So about 3 hours, a little under, maybe a little over. Actually, no, until near 6 o'clock. Okay, let me try and get, if I can, because it's usually slightly better to have the specific window captured. There we go. I wish this was kind of running. Okay. Like, I mean, like, if this was moving a little bit more, but whatever, it works. Multiple save files. Brightness looks fine. Okay. Frosthammer, Hatster. Secret of the Mimic. Okay. So, okay, this is the actual title screen. And we have the Spring Bonnie Bobblehead. That's already interesting. Let me know how volume is. Because it actually sounds fine for me, which is...
Hey, buddy. This is Dispatch with Fazbear Entertainment. How are you feeling?
Well, since you asked, I just finished a 36-hour shift, and I'm struggling to stay awake. Frankly, I tried to tell my manager that I can't work like this anymore.
Awesome to hear. Well, listen, we need you to take one more shift for us, since you're our closest technician in the area.
Wait, what? I can barely keep my eyes open.
I know, the grind is exhilarating, isn't it? And we're so happy to have you on the Fazbear team. You can't fool me, though. You're just trying to snag one of those $25 gift certificates at the end of the year for outstanding performance.
What? No, I'm doing it because you guys keep threatening to dock my pay and repo my truck.
I love that enthusiasm. So anyway, this will be a piece of cake. We had this contractor named Edwin Murray. He was developing some tech for us, but he's gone quiet. As per his contract, everything he's been working on for us is now legally ours, so we're sending you in to get it. Our motion sensors indicate that someone is still inside the building, moving around, although the signal's a bit erratic, but we don't expect any kind of confrontation. We'll follow up with more instructions soon. For now, just follow these directions and find your way into that building.
I hate you.
Amazing. Thanks for being a part of the Fazbear team. Dispatch out.
So our main character is Arnold, is what I heard. Arnold, 36-hour shift. Do we get a last name for him? I was going to say Afton, but he's not an Afton.
I just pulled up.
Good job.
Oh, Ellen's... Arnold's voiced by Kellen. That's cool.
Those motion sensors never tell the truth.
Okay. Well, how am I supposed to get in?
To access the building, you've been provided with a data diver tool. Look around you.
Okay, so this was meant for VR.
With two prongs
Getting a bit of lag, though. Here, I'm gonna... Oh, that's the pause screen. I'm gonna switch... I'm gonna close Discord. I'm gonna switch the stream over to performance mode. All right. Recover the Fazbear property, find a way into Murray's costume manor, pick up data diver.
It should be in the van. Richie slipped it in your toolbox during the last job, just in case.
Toolbox. Where is my toolbox? Oh, I can move.
Pick it up when you find it. Good job. Well done. That data diver is your master key to the MCM facility. Do not lose it. Now get in there and retrieve our property. Over and out.
36 hours, no sleep, plus all of this game. Imagine doing a work week without sleeping. How do I get up? That's weird. I am feeling a little bit of the VR design scheme.
The MCM facility is temporarily closed. For all deliveries and work inquiries, the client and deliveries entrance is located around the side of the building.
I know it probably means that side because it's more open. Oh, actually, maybe it could be either. We've never been able to like really just go outside, honestly, so. Interesting. A.m. to 6. Are you sure 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. is the time frame of this game? This is not what 12 a.m. looks like. Okay. That's going to be a little weird to get used to, but not unintuitive. And of course, as usual, as soon as I start streaming, my dogs start barking. Oh, this feels like a chase sequence area. Alright, so I guess it's 12. Edwin's voice for real. We haven't even heard Edwin yet. Talking about. I mean, I know there was an announced voice actor for him in the game, but we've not heard him yet. Shut up. Okay, so we can't jump. That's another important thing.
Welcome, potential buyers, to Edwin Murray's Costume Manor, the leading powerhouse in costume entertainment and carnival game technologies. Woo! Come in and see what Murray's can do for your carnival, amusement park, midway, or fun fair. This client tour will show you just what I'm capable of. Get ready to be amazed.
Oh, that is Edwin.
Forget, every one of my creations are available for purchase or lease.
Okay, I didn't realize that was Edwin. I thought that was just like a generic announcer voice. I'm gonna tinker with my settings a little bit. I'm gonna try that first. I'm just thinking like what would be okay, I think it was the reflection. But typically my PC is not great with reflection.
Welcome! The show's just begun. There's so much to be done. You want to be here to stay. It's a one-of-a-kind fantasy workshop where you'll quite simply be amazed.
Death-defying dive! Hit it, Mr. Octopus!
Hold on. I need subtitles. I can't understand some of these characters. Okay.
A new world awaits. Now it's time to explore. Step right up. Don't be scared. It's time to open the door.
That sound like I'm probably supposed to tamper with something. Okay, so far, like, the VR flat controls aren't that bad. Okay. Saw this room in the trailer, so it seems like the trailer didn't give a lot away. So we need higher level clearance. So Edwin's voice is actually weirdly spot on. He's described as kind of being short and a little gnomish in the short story. So him having like a higher pitched voice helps him stand out from Afton and Henry some, which is nice. Very good for like making sure you don't mistake him for them.
Just follow the soothing sound of my voice.
Run Moon EXE. Welcome lobby, admin
You
workshop.
there, pick up. Hey, you made it. I knew you would. No one doubted you for a second, and those who did are now out $20. Not that anyone here at Fazbear Entertainment was wagering if you would survive or not. I mean, how immoral would that be? But seriously, great job. Now that you're there, and it would be very difficult for you to turn back, I should probably level with you a little. We're still detecting movement in the building that you're in, and we have a little bit of an idea as to what it might be. Old Murray made some neat stuff over the years, and unfortunately, it seems that one of his most creative inventions may have encountered some homicidal glitches in its programming. Now, these things happen, and I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but you should probably worry about it. He was working on an endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume, character, large or small, with the ability to take on the persona of the character it occupies. With the addition of the aforementioned homicidal tendencies, of course. We'll be working on some ideas on how to neutralize this rogue endoskeleton, but in the meantime, just try to be quiet, careful, and focused on the task at hand. Always be mindful of the fact that this entity Could potentially be inside any costume or character that you see. All right, take a deep breath and get back in there. Finish the job, and that $25 gift certificate is as good as yours.
I'm gonna look something up real quick. Hello, Julian. Let me just bring up inflation calculator by year. $1979. $25. Okay, that's a $100 gift card. $115 gift card. Oh, that was me tweaking my microphone if you heard weird sounds.
Right now, you should focus on finding a way to turn the power back on. It looks like you don't have a security level high enough to leave this office, or enter the power room for that matter. Use that data diver upgrade machine. It should give you clearance to open the door. It's very important that you update the data diver whenever you find an access station. This is not optional. Now go find that power room. Over and out.
Hello, this is your mail for the day. Your mailbox is full. Last received message 5 weeks ago. Foreclosure notice. Please respond immediately. Moon EXE? Huh. Examine desk. There's a letter on the desk. Dear Moon, can you bring back the sun? Okay, so we have a point-and-click adventure built in. Turn on the fan. Oh, nice. No animation. Closet. Slowly open the closet. Something in there reaches from the darkness. You hear the gnashing of teeth. The thing pulls you back to the moon, who screams back to bed. Everything fades to black. Open window. Window's locked. Open dresser. This is really accurate to old point and clicks because nothing is happening until something randomly does. Examine toy box. Edwin, what the hell? I'm going to be saying this a lot. Edwin, what the fuck was going on with you? Bedroom door. Door's barred from the other side. Go to bed. I don't want to go to bed never again. Turn on fan. It's the only interactable thing that does something, and it still doesn't do anything. I can't actually type anything. Oh, damn my microphone. I'm trying to get it in a position where it'll stay. Am I supposed to do anything here? So, open window. Window is locked. That did that do anything? Oh, this is the upgrade machine. I like how big and clunky everything is. It's a really nice, like, bit of continuity for that. Oh, okay. You just want them all to be one, I assume? Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't quite get how it worked. I thought I was moving each individual thing. Okay. That's not that bad. So I guess that was just an introduction to the standard world of that point and click. Or point and type, I guess. Or just type. What's that supposed to represent? So there were kids at this place. Are these... Huh. Are these just David's drawings, or are these other kids of employees and stuff who have been to this place? Because this is not like... Yeah, I mean, I guess you bring kids here. You know, you're trying to test science and stuff. Oh. So it looks like... I want to look back at this one more time before I leave. Parachute. This is probably what they were talking about, where you'll find new stuff to do when you're going back to the game. Let me look around a little bit before I progress, because I doubt they're going to drop the mimic on us before, like, the dramatic first reveal of the character. Arnold's a little quieter than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be a little bit more vocal than... Oh. Okay. Huh. Nice lighting, though. This is spooky. Retail showroom. So that has, like, the master lock on it. That wasn't a good noise. Oh, it was a bad noise. Ah, good old horror lockers. Ooh. Oh. This is very Thief and the Cobbler. God, I love specifically the recobbled cut of Thief and the Cobbler. If you've never seen the online, like, you can just find it anywhere. On YouTube, just look up Thief and the Cobbler recobbled. You can watch the whole movie. It was made by Richard Williams, the guy who made the animation and did a lot of the work on adapting Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But he worked on it for like 20 years. It was his own animated movie. Oh, this is very poppy. That's probably actually a distraction. I think they're teaching us the environment of what this thing... swear I saw something up there. Well, anyone complaining that security breach wasn't dark enough got good news. I don't know where I am. I don't want to increase the brightness, though, because I feel like you're not supposed to really know. I will say, I will definitely be playing this in VR when the VR drops. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, okay, I'll turn up the brightness a smidge. Brightness. Yeah, 5% more. Because I can mostly see, it's just a little darker than I think it's meant to be. First aid. Ah, yes. Everyone knows Edwin Murray in 1979 discovered turbonic energy. Is this fire? What is this? No, it's like liquid. Okay. Do I change your panel? Okay, yeah, I can. I would say this is Bioshocky, but at this point, this is just like a standard in games. I'm a little worried the VR controls wouldn't feel great, but they don't bother me that much. I think the work they did on it paid off.
Check, check, check. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Great news. Power has been restored to this wing of the building. Overhead paging works. Come on back to the security office for further instructions. Oh, and try to be careful along the way. We are seeing some strange readings in the area. You haven't seen anything unusual yet.
Team 12?
Great. Head back to the security office and I'll give you more instructions on what exactly we need you to retrieve for us.
12. Okay, this is... I hope not Remnant. I hope Edwin did not discover souls as power source this early. That throws a huge wrench in the works. Square. Okay. How many endings this game is going to have? God, 12 teams. So we're... if assuming the short story was canon, which I don't know if it's going to be confirmed or not to be.
That was quick. So, let's talk about what you're there to find. Obviously, this possibly murderous endoskeleton has encountered some unfortunate glitches, but that doesn't mean the idea isn't sound or valuable. We think that endoskeleton has a lot of potential, and that's why we want you to retrieve Murray's original schematic for it. And after you find that schematic for us, we can certainly try to maybe find a way to probably save your life from it. If that's not incentive enough to find the schematic, then I don't know what is. Get that schematic, and with some luck, you can deactivate that endoskeleton and collect it for us as well. I can just smell that $25 gift certificate, can't you? You need to reach Murray's executive suite. That's where the schematic most likely is. Your data diver doesn't have executive permission yet, so you can't get anywhere near it. Not a problem. We just need to find stations to upgrade your data diver until you can gain access. They're all over the facility. In fact, there's a station up in the warehouse manager's office. You should head there next. And before you go, take a hand crank for the security fence. Looks like you can get one from the inventory tube system. That's the big machine in the security office. Should be active now. Now, what are you waiting for? Keep on trucking. Over and out.
Our collectibles. So we definitely are in the Fredbear era. We had a Spring Bonnie bobblehead. Yeah, there is no timeline where Revenant can really appear this early that doesn't raise a lot of questions. Like, who the fuck was murdering right away to get Revenant? Also, the Spring Bonnie bobblehead, like I said, kind of implies we're in 1983. And I want to talk about character analysis here, because this... I'm writing a video about the collective entire Mimic storyline and arc. But one of the core things I want to mention and like make a big point of the... Ooh, that's Shadow. Hold on. Can I get that to appear again? No. Okay, for a moment, there was a shadow of the hand crank. Yeah, okay, you can see it there in a moment where it's only that because I don't have a character model shadow. But the threat of the Mimic is not just, oh, it's a robot that kills people. It's kind of like the One Ring or the Entity from the latest Mission Impossible movies. The threat is that this thing is genuinely very useful in a lot of shitty corporate practices. See how smart. Alright, I'm going to turn the brightness back down. I think that was only that dark. Because the power is out. Ah, that's better. Ooh, it does have spooky footsteps. Not 100% sure on how I'm supposed to progress here. Okay. So obviously I'm using sound. But... Okay. No, I got an idea. Mail. Why is there a mailbox in here? Okay. Arms, costume. Ooh. I love this chokehold I have it in. I like just inventory pocket that. 1974. Okay. Water jugs. Need better clearance, which probably means we're going to get some here. So this seems like a hub connected area where different badges will bring us back to different areas. Okay. I know it's made for VR, but... I need that one pattern a lot, it looks like. So this place definitely was meant to house a lot of employees, it looks like. No, yeah, I like that the game has not, like... I'm gonna call him Andy for now, because the Andy Field. But Andy wasn't like... Make sure you grab a throwable hamster's mouse cranky thing. And throw it away to lure the mimic. It's like, no, people played games before, they understand that. Okay, so it's probably number. I think I saw 5 over here. Like 5, 1. Nine. 5199. Oh. Oop. Ignore that. Oh, okay. I was wondering about that, if I was supposed to drop it off the inventory machine. That's the kind of, like, non-spoilerly tip I'll look for. Sharpay! That's cute. I like that there's pixel art for everything, too. That's probably going to have a lot of unused content in the form of that pixel art. So, 5, 1... There's that clonk, but I don't know if that counts for anything. So there's a lot of... There's 2 9s. There's 5, 1. Floor, but that might just be floor 1. The 9s and the 5 are the only one that feel like intended. On. I would have hit a phone guy strike there. Ooh, what was that? It was a weird flicker. I am glad that they didn't just stick the mimic here. Oh. 2, 5, 1. No. I'm not sure if the 1 was intended. So 2, 5, 6, or 2, okay. 2, 6. No. How do I know what order it's in? Oh, by the way, in before, people were going to call this game a walking simulator. Anytime there's a game where you're not jumping over platforms, people call it a walking simulator these days. 6, 2... 6, 2, 5. What's our third digit? 9, 9? No, we're still missing 1. Assuming the 1 for floor 1 isn't intended to be part of it. Oh. Huh. Oh, there is a bring your child to work day. Oh, this is readable. To whom it may concern, while we understand the moral benefits of bringing a child to work day, is a collective opinion it is a collective opinion of the staff that having children running around the workshop space is simply too much of a safety risk. Specifically, that we fear another incident could put us further behind schedule, which may mean losing some of our best clients and requested due to clients' repeated tardiness. Please consider canceling your child to work day before going forward. So this seems to be our first shot of David. I actually like the art I did of him. It feels accurate. And we got Mimic. So yeah, this definitely is like, I guess this is our first drawing of David. Another incident, yeah. So there was something that happened on bringing your child to work day. Okay. 9. Because clearly they want us to solve something there. Because I feel like that's the only way to progress. Up? Maybe up. I always have to remember devs can hide things upwards. We haven't gotten a flashlight yet, by the way, I just realized. No uppies. I feel like I'm missing something obvious, you know? There are a lot of elephants here, also. 6, 2. Trying to like figure out the order you would see this stuff. 5, 1, 9, 9, 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay, let me try. No. Am I even on the right track? I'm now starting to second guess myself. Like, is this even the correct way to go? Oh, I just go to the elevator. Okay. I didn't even try the elevator. I'm an idiot. Okay, you may say it's cartoonish to have a giant button, but as someone who does a lot of delivery driving for a living and goes through a lot of weird apartments, I would gladly take just one big button, especially if it's only 2 floors. I've been to apartments that only have 2 floors. And I hate that there's like an up and down button. Like you're going to go any direction other than to just the next door. Hey. Why is the Bonnie poster the only low-res one? Let's see if we need a security crank. I guess I'll just go down. Okay, no. There's probably a gameplay sequence here. It probably starts there, but I'm gonna check here first. Fun time pop soda. Hey. Colaroni. Roxy's Rootin' Tootin' Root Beer. I wonder if that's... No, that's not spelled like our Roxy. Our Roxy is RX... or ROXY. Huh? One's broken. Okay, so this is just like a opening mechanism, it seems like. We dad? Choose your own adventure game. I guess, yeah, they just ripped the asset. So this game is going to be decently big. Because there's multiple floors. Logs. Group chat. Hey everyone, these mailboxes are everywhere. If you see anything strange, we can keep the group informed. Great idea, Mr. Pete. Mr. Murray hasn't used these mailboxes for so long. It should be safe. I'd love to have some place for all of us to talk in private. I feel like the boss man is listening all the time. Huh. Moon. Locked. Okay, try every option. I wonder who made this. There's a letter in this. Oh. 2 colors? God, they're really pushing technology in this era. I want to read that again. I kind of missed it. You find a Sharepay plush there. Take the plushie and find a small key inside. True to form for the time period. Door's barred from this side, so it's for the window. Smoke like bursts, cold outside. Climb out the window. Moon stops you from exiting the house. Back to bed, he screams, grabs you, and everything fades to black. Fuel loves their collectibles. I mean, Scott also had... Oh, I just realized. Window. I can't climb into that. That's... The Mimic still hasn't, like, really took off as an antagonist yet in this. But if I put stuff... What was that about? Oh, I need to get my code thing, too. Timing's very picky on it. Okay. I'm not doing it right. I get it. Okay, I wasn't quite sure how this puzzle was meant to work. I get it. I kind of got the gist of it, but I wasn't quite sure how the timing was meant to go. Oh yeah, let me check the... Interesting that it's hooked up to the inventory system, if that's the implication. 2 out of 5. Okay, yeah, so it is collectible based. Oh, open closet. Slowly open the closet. A hedgehog Halloween mask. That can fool anyone. Take the mask. So I guess we're going to progress through this bit by bit as we find more collectibles. Okay. Save the out. Gator snaps at you, you back off. Eat strange soup. Soup tastes strange, like plums and nutmeg. The world spins, and last thing is to see him. The last thing you see is the moon above. Okay, I think we're just gonna progress that later. Oh, yeah, we got a print a crank. I can do things. Mask, share, can I wear this? Do I have to take this out? Oh, I only get like one use of each tool? Okay. Well, I get to add more moon and sun cards for TCG. Oh, oh. Jackie. Oh, wow. That model looks great. Holy shit. Like, oh. That's going to be the card. That's gotta be the card. Collectible. Well. So go back through the collectible. Here. Before I progress, I'm gonna get that collectible. Click here. Oh, it's broken. Didn't even notice that. I guess, yeah, if it's just a random box in storage, probably not going to be an amazing condition. I wish I could carry that light. So there's not a lot of object permanence in the game is what I'm learning. I kind of guessed I was going to crouch because I thought it was going to be a chase sequence.
Welcome, new user. I will make it snap, snap, snappy. I deliver in a snap. Back to work. Mail call. Do you need a snappy delivery?
I like that voice.
To work. I deliver in a snap.
Or Digitiper. That's not what the dialogue said. Okay, this is our first properly, like, spooky section. Jackie's great. That's awesome. No wonder they made her the poster for everything. I wonder if we can now officially call the Mimic gender fluid because of the costume switching. That'd make it the second gender fluid FNAF character. You can't even see it, but you know it's there. That's great. Oh. And slow. Ah. Okay, what was I supposed to do there? Up? Okay. Well, I'm counting Mangle and Funtime Foxy as the same collective character. I know the animatronics are different, but... Oh, that's a great scene. Keep going up, keep going up. What am I gonna do? Forward, yeah. Funtime Foxy is referred to as she and he interchangeably in Sister Location. Mangle is as well. I mean, not in Sister Location, but just in general. Okay, yeah, that's what it wants you to do. Oh, that's great. They're really good at using those stretchy arms. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's clever. Ugh. Arnold is definitely a Omni character in FNAF TCG terms. He can go in the vents. Oh, that was a really cool sequence. Oh, it was like really clever too. That's some of the most creative usage I've seen. A bit too many loading screens though. I think that was the only thing I critique about that. But also, I don't know how you would have done it without them.
If you can hear me, pick up.
Oh.
Awesome. Glad to see you made it here without any complications whatsoever. So we did some digging to learn more about that bothersome endoskeleton that keeps relentlessly pursuing you. From what we can tell, it was designed to keep Murray's son entertained while Murray worked. It would mimic the actions of those around it. At some point, the endoskeleton was exposed to some sort of violence, the details of which are a little fuzzy. This mimic endoskeleton then copied that violent behavior. We came up with some great ideas on how to protect yourself. Unfortunately, we came up with those ideas before the last technicians were sent in, and they ended up with less than positive results. So it seems that maybe distraction and avoidance are your best tools, as a direct confrontation will likely result in the loss of some limbs. The previous technicians considered it an honor to lose limbs in the service of their company, and I'm sure they would tell you that themselves if they hadn't died from blood loss. We expect you'll succeed where they failed. 1 out of 3 Fazbear employees has confidence in you, so go get 'em, Tiger. I found the location of another upgrade station in the showrooms. You can get there if you head back through the welcome show. That's the room where you entered the building.
Okay.
Check the monitor. I'm sending you a camera feed. Go there. Over and out.
Okay, this is what I really like about. Well, I'm gonna continue to call him Andy. What I'm continuing to like about Andy's performance here versus the usual hand unit is, yeah, he's doing the usual corporate yada yada speech, but he's also mixing in a lot of, like, the moments you can tell where he's really talking and you should pay attention is nice and subtly different in a really cool way. Like, that's a real... Oh. 4, 2, 6... 5, 4, 6, 2, 5... 4, 6, 2, 5... Did the Mimic write that? Who wrote that? I like to think that the Mimics have been writing down codes and stuff it saw people write, and that's what these are. They're not, like, made by people, but... I mean, they were at some point, but... They got erased, obviously, as other stuff, but then they wrote down those numbers because they just knew that it was important to this area. As I said, like, the idea of the Mimic that I think is interesting is being aware of the danger is not enough for it, is not enough for companies in general. Because, yeah, obviously Fazbear Entertainment is a corrupt piece of shit company. But it's that temptation that I think makes it even more destructive. I feel like any company as big as Disney or really any mega conglomerate like Sony or whatever, I feel like at least one guy, even if the head corporate was like, no, don't do it, would try to get it and spend a lot of money to do so. And yeah, have to use AI to replace his talk guy. That or he died of old age and they needed like a generic version of him forever. So they pointed me at the store. Oh, I was hoping there would be an 8 Easter egg. 8. Code is in the monitors on the office, but I looked at them and it was only 2. Was it changing? Because I looked at it for a bit because I thought, oh, it's going to change and show me the sequence, but it wasn't changing. Oh yeah, it just says 2. Oh, there it goes, finally. 2, 6. Wow, it takes a bit. 2. 9. 4. 2, 6, 2, 9, 4. 2, 6, 2, 9, 4, I think. Many an elephant costume. I guess there's going to be a decent amount of backtracking in this game. I was kind of unsure how much, but I have a feeling if you just want to plow through it, you probably still can. I thought this thing was looking at me. So we still haven't seen any Fazbear Entertainment costumes yet. I wonder if we can watch this. Oh, it's a vacuum. Not what I expected this to be. I'll probably need this. I thought it was like a collectible, like a tape I would be able to watch. It's a vacuum. Can I hide in this? Hey, that's our jester! So that's what our jester looks like. You know? I mean, I didn't get the kind of mouse nose. But I got more of it correct than I thought I would. So I'm not supposed to be here yet. So, was I supposed to get this? What was this for? Clearly there's something in here I'm supposed to do to progress. They wouldn't throw me in this room unless I was supposed to get something out of it, but was it just this? The ambience in this game is pretty good, though. Move these out of the way. There's a door right there, and I have clearance for it. Yeah, I'll just put it in the retrieval system, but I was just wondering if I needed a backtrack. That was my main confusion. No, yeah, this game really... Even though I don't really feel like I'm in danger right now, honestly. It does have like the spooky feeling of like... Even if I'm not in danger, I don't want to be here. You know? It's got that vibe of like... It's kind of like going to a... I used to work in a mall for a bit at a GameStop. And... sometimes I'd get off of work way when the mall was closed. So what was the point of this room? Definitely mimicking the vents. Well, the only thing I can think of to do now is go back upstairs. Can't do that. But the mall is very spooky when closed. Yeah, I was Vanessa from Security Breach in real life, and by that I mean not at all. I was not haunted by a cyber rabbit demon replicating the horrors of a previous serial killer from a location 20 years ago. Huh. It's back. They definitely want me to have this, so I'm going to pick it back up. But why? I can't... I'm a little stuck. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to do, but I'm not getting it. Yeah, I think I need to upgrade the thing, but I don't know where. I can't go upstairs. Maybe the number... Okay, yeah, obviously there's numbers in the room. I've clocked that, obviously. I don't know what I'm doing with the numbers, though, because I've already used them at the keypad here. I can't go upstairs, so this room is kind of unhelpful. God, I really need that one key signature. Who's the scariest damn trying so far? By far, Jackie. Jackie, hands down. As someone said, I do like how not handholdy this game is, though. Like, the fact that I'm asking questions and looking around the spooky environment is a good thing. I would rather be like, what? I would rather be questioning my comfort zone, you know, than be like, okay, game, shut up, you know? I feel like we have a name for our character. I always like that part. Oh. I missed this. hat. Damn it. I thought I could get inside. Okay, we had another action sequence. Have I tried singing the numbers? 5, 9, 5. Oh. That one got me, yeah. FNAF games rarely get me, and that one got me.
Here without any complications whatsoever. So we did some digging to learn more about that bothersome endoskeleton that keeps relentlessly pursuing you. From what we can tell, it was designed to keep Murray's son entertained while Murray worked. It would mimic the actions of those around it. At some point, the endoskeleton was exposed to some sort of violence, the details of which are a little fuzzy. This mimic endoskeleton then copied that violent behavior. We came up with some great ideas on how to protect yourself. Unfortunately, we came up with those ideas before the last technicians were sent in, and they ended up less than done. So it seems that maybe distraction.
And those are wolf ears, so this is our Roxy.
As a direct confrontation will likely result in the loss of some limbs. The previous technicians considered it an honor to lose limbs in the service of their company, and I'm sure they would tell you that themselves if they hadn't died from blood loss. We expect you'll succeed where they failed. 1 out of 3 Fazbear employees has confidence in you, so go get them, Tiger.
It's not some people complaining this game made Fazbear a little too evil. But I just remember, they're talking to an employee right now. They're not talking to...
Sending you a camera feed. Go there. Over and out.
2, 5? No. I already forgot what the code was. I wonder if the code's random. I just realized it could be. No, Jackie is the mimic, I think. It had the orange eyes. That's spooky. That's a good sequence. Or... that's a good bit. Six. Come on. This could be a little faster. 6 to... 9. 4. 4. Like this is just a reset screen. 2, 6, 2, 9, 4. 2, 6, 2. Yeah, it's 5. Oh. Okay. That got me again. That was good. God, this environment's great for just that feeling of like something's moving that's not supposed to be moving. So yeah, we are now live threat-wise. Still not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Yeah, vacuum. Clearly want me to do something with the vacuum. What? Where? There's no... This game has been pretty good at telegraphing, like, this is an interactable object on the count that everything's a little oversized for VR. Glasses, or I guess teacups. I'm not sure what I'm using this for, though. Purple lighting. Oh, these are repeating numbers. It's very confusing. I know it's just like repeated assets. Very confusing. It's like, are you number 6-1 or number 6-2? Oh, what the hell are you? Has he gotten to the part where the Mimic does the Big Bang Kamehameha on Golden Freddy? I love the implication that not only can the Mimic perform key attacks, but specifically one of the most powerful... Let me just get back to the security office. So he'll just randomly be here now. Guess I'll fidget with the choose your own for a bit. Funny. No, that's not what I meant to do. I thought it would continue where my cursors were. Tree branch? Will this kill me somehow? Change the two things you can't break. Oh. See, I feel like I don't have... Okay. I feel like I don't have whatever I need to progress more. I'm a little stuck right now. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what I'm meant to do. I'm just not sure. Welcome show, that's where I was. Workshops. I can't get upstairs, right? The elevator doesn't work. see it over there. Yeah, I guess I can go back to the... Who would win, Susie or the Mimic? Depends if we're in the Dark World or not. I think Susie would win elsewhere. I think Susie would win in the Dark World, but I think elsewhere the Mimic wins. I'm going to count that. Here's my chain scaling. The Mimic is much more dangerous than a human being is, and human beings canonically are like stronger than all monsters or whatever, according to Undertale. I have no proof for if this is the case in Deltarune's world or not, but... I think I'm good. Go in there, but I already went there. But yeah, the only thing I can think of is... Oh, yeah, I've got this now.
Good job. You can reach the lobby from here. The lobby doors have been locked by some showtime run errors, whatever that means. Look for a control station. You should be able to get those doors to open by restarting the welcome show program.
Oh. Here, another collectible. It's a Monty Gator thing. What am I looking at? Is this supposed to be like one of those like ring floaty games? Okay. Neat. Do I risk... Okay, now the collectibles are important. I was thinking like, oh, do I risk getting the collectible or not? But no, the collectibles aren't important for progressing. I mean, so is the story, but, you know, I want to save time later, and I don't want to have to go through the Mimic to get this again. Later. So what? Huh. Monty's Water Games. Yeah, it is meant to be one of those. Fall Festival Love. I don't hear the footsteps, so I think I'm actually clear. I love how scared Arnold sounds. It's a nice little immersion thing.
control station. We should be able to get those doors to open by restarting the welcome show program.
Need to update the system. Update the swing bee. He is now shorting out at right third show. I also got Mr. Helpful.
A death-defying dive! Hit it, Mr. Octopus!
Is that our first Helpy voice officially?
A new world awaits. Now it's time to explore. Step right up. Don't be scared. It's time to open the door.
So I guess what this confirms is that a lot of the security breach stuff comes from Edwin in some way.
And that was my patented Demotronic welcome show. Amazing, if I do say so myself. Please continue into the lobby and take a seat. One of our sales reps will be along shortly. Don't forget that everything you've seen and will see is available for purchase or lease.
It's here though. This feels important. Oh, an escape route, I think. Or like a backtracking door. I like Edwin's voice. It's a good addition. Oh, that's a loading screen, probably. That's neat. I wish there were more of the loading screens were done like that. Oh, we're gonna have to. Why is this container? This is just a red mug. One thing I like to imagine a lot of the weird stuff here is caused by the mimic not understanding something that it sees around it. So those are all lure buttons, which means we're gonna have to do something weird here. Hopefully we'll see the mimic actually switch costumes. So that's another master door. There's an idea I toy with in the end Dynamo. I haven't really gotten to explore it yet. But the idea of someone who exists in an era so far behind what they are personally capable of and making technology that, like, it's kind of like outsider art where it's not standardized, it's all weird, self-contained interpretations of certain things. Like, for example, like, oh, I need to make a data drive, but those don't exist yet, so I make my own big, clunky machine that does it. And maybe does it better than what was capable of elsewhere at the time period. But, like, basically the normal version of that technology hasn't been invented yet, so the one in the current system is completely weird and unique. Oh, well. There's your problem. Look at this first, though. This probably is war. Log. Oh. Huh? Stir cold.
Error. This elevator is Thank you for your patience. Welcome. Enjoy a short ride on this reliably safe elevator to access the MCM showrooms. Attention! Elevator maintenance is required. Refer to the repair cassette for instructions. The repair cassette is conveniently located on the second floor balcony.
Okay.
Please enter the following code to retrieve the repair cassette. 0158.
Okay. God. My God. Yeah, that's definitely something I'll have to go back to. Okay, so yeah, the mimic I don't think can get you at all if you're in one of the lockers. I think that's just against his programming. I mean like the coding of the game. I don't mean like in lore. I think in lore it could actually get you out, but you know, a game has to be playable. God, there's gonna be so many goddamn mimic cards. I'm gonna have to do like another playthrough of this game just to get like a card for everything. I'll have to use like I'm assuming the free cam stuff that worked in Help 1 and 2 and 1 and Cherry Reach will work on this. So I'll probably use that free cam. Balcony. Here's a Heidi thing. Does anyone remember what the code was? It was like 0128. No. That's cool. We didn't even see it change. When did it do that? How? How did it do that? Wouldn't it be wild if it saw Edwin make more mimics and that's an explanation that there's multiple mimics in the game? That's like a twist. Yeah, he could have just killed me. I think I can. There it is. Go downstairs. Good boy. Or B character. Guess I. Alright, helpful. What the hell did you say?
Attention! Elevator maintenance is required. Refer to the repair cassette for instructions. The repair cassette is conveniently located on the second floor balcony. Please enter the following code to retrieve the repair cassette. 0158.
58, not 28. 58. 0158. This time, that's cool. That's what's cool with the Mimic. Just the fact that it could have been anything in this room. Funky seeing that, like, no, the weird segmented limbs that a lot of FNAF characters have are like a Fazbear Entertainment thing, not a... So now knowing that Fazbear Entertainment wanted to make more mimics, and that's what they're... The whole plot of this game is we're getting the blueprints for it, right? Do we think the Ruin Mimic is the same one as this one? This is a good, like... It's a very simple challenge, but it doesn't feel as annoying like Security Breach because it's such a short distance. Security Breach would have you do this and then make it a mile-long distance, and also it's different a little each time. Like, it's changing characters. Edwin? Hero. Where's... Now, what did that open? The security cassette? Which is on the balcony. This opens. Oh. Okay. Do I... move around. That's good. Where is it? Where did I throw it? That's where. Also, that little locking mechanism kind of ensures you have to be somewhat safe when doing something. What do I do with this now? Got it. Oh, okay.
Hello, employee. If you're listening to this tape, the elevator has once again stopped working.
Interesting.
Hopefully, anyone trapped inside is able to climb out between floors. If not, tell them not to worry and to lie flat on their backs and grab the side walls until repairs are finished. Please follow these simple instructions to reset the elevator.
So Fiona's...
Open the repair-matic box. Oh, it may already be open, but if it isn't, then do that. Next, turn the power off. Once the elevator is off, remove any obstructions from the exposed machinery. When the machinery is clear of debris, rotate the hand crank clockwise to raise the elevator. Push the green button to open the hatch. You are now safe to get under the elevator. Oh, there's a note here. If the elevator...
Should have let her finish. Please tell me it's saved and I don't have to do that over again. Okay.
You are now safe to get under the elevator. Oh, there's a note here. If the elevator is out of alignment, adjust the thing that balances it. That's what it says. Oops, hold up. I almost forgot. Make sure the emergency brake. To realign the elevator, use the sliders to rebalance the load weight alignment.
Just let me... I'm being stupid. Sorry. This is my impatience. Yeah. First bug found.
Get under the elevator. Oh, there's a note here. If the elevator...
Please don't lose progress. It more than killed me. Continue. I am the elevator now. True to FNAF history. Okay.
You are now safe to get under the elevator. To realign the elevator, use the sliders to rebalance the load weight alignment, doohickey. And please, bear in mind, if anything does go wrong, we want you to know that it's not your fault. It's another one of life's speed bumps. Don't let it bring you down, and think of it as a learning experience. We love you.
Okay.
Great. Now that I assume you are done with the alignment, use the diagnosis and repair function. Input the following code using the buttons. 1, 4, 3, 2.
1, 4. Okay, 4. interesting that Fiona is here at all. Now, this could have been recorded before she died,
Now, disengage
or
the
she's not dead in
emergency
this
brake
timeline.
And back out carefully. Close the hatch. Reset the crank. Turn on the power, and you are done.
Neat. Well. We are not Afton, we are Arnold. No, Arnold is not Afton. We have a different accent. We are named Arnold. He has no reason to lie, and he is an underpaid, shat-on employee. Actually, come to think of it, she shouldn't really be here at all, because she kind of died before Edwin's company made any real progress. I mean, he got his feet off the ground, but he wasn't this... Yeah, she died in the warehouse era of, like, it's just him alone in a fucking abandoned cloth mill. So, yeah, no, she can't really be here, come to think of it, without retconning when she died. God, that's cool. I don't think I'm gonna get tired of that anytime soon. So already we are kind of implying we're at the very least retconning when she dies, or just retconning how big the company was when she died, etc. Like, there's no clean solution. I don't even think it's a poor writing thing. I think it's just a Tales is like one interpretation of the story, you know? But this is the sort of canonical interpretation. Like, this is the one that's now going to be the canon one. I like to think of it like Tales is almost like... I use a lot of Dragon Ball compare. Oh, you actually get to see one of these guys. You're still creepy. This is cool. It's interesting to see what these guys look like when they don't completely become rotted. I don't think Edwin had her record it beforehand. It's way too specific. How would he know every code and all that? That would work. That's... If that's meant to be the implication, that's dumb as shit, if I'm completely honest. 7? Star... 8... 2... 3... 4... 7, 2, 8... No new reports yet. Okay. So we just got a little. Like, it's such a convoluted set of events to get her to have that recording.
Please be aware of potential power spikes. In case of an outage, use the conduit in the big top showroom entrance to reset the system.
I love Helpy's voice too. All the voicing in this game's been great, and I love the arm pillars. Like, there's so many cool designs. Oh, okay, I get those, and those get added to my... Okay, I get how this works now. I didn't understand how the mail system works, but no, I have to get them and they get added. Love that ticket booth. This one-of-a-kind ticket booth plays music and collects tickets. It can hold signs for advertising or directions with many arms. Additional swings can be attached to make it a fun ride. He'll throw swings around as a free bonus. We'll throw the swings in as a free bonus. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, you go to the mail, it gets downloaded into the driver, and then when you go to a box, it goes into the system. So does this bring me back? Where does this bring me? We're getting a loading screen to some new area. Okay, this is new. Is this the code we were looking at earlier? No, it's only four digits. Okay, let me go back. It's a little annoying there's a loading screen here. It's not too bad. It's just annoying that there is one. Okay, let's see. 7. Star 8 7 8 2 3 7 8 2 3 7 8 2 4. I guess is what I'm gonna take out of that. Seven, 8, 2. What? So it's not for the store? What did I need the code for? What's the point of a spooky door if I can't use my spooky numbers? Yeah, no, I'm not going to finish this game in part 1 from the run times I've seen of other playthroughs. This is like a minimum 7-hour games, and I have 5 hours to finish it, basically. And I'm going for completionistic stuff and getting lost and stuff. It's not going to be... People already mentioned this before the game came out. So this is what our Jester looks like. I really hope we get to see the costume itself. Um... Right, it's one of these. Yeah, we have to have it that way. There's no other way to configure it. So... Okay, no, we need that like that. Means we... So if we need that like that means we either... What? Oh, I did it.
Welcome to the Big Top Showroom Vestibule. Experience the latest in Carnival and Midway game technology.
Tickets, please.
Oh, you're called Big Top.
Tickets, please.
Welcome to the Big Top Showroom. Your entry ticket includes one free spin on the prize wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
One... Here.
You there! Try your luck at the prize wheel. Spin wheels. Wheel of prizes. Spin wheel spin. A mystery present you might win. Oh, bad luck. Try again. Come on back when you have a free spin. You there! Step right up and test your skill. Ready, set, fire away. You're doing great.
This game's controls are clearly not meant for this. The FNAF World Remix?
See our catalog for all options and prices. Hit the targets. Hit the targets. You're doing great.
A little more generous than I thought it was.
The grand prize is on this. A free spin on the prize wheel.
Games of Triumph, my favorite.
Why that one? Yeah, Secret of the Mimic came out. Came out today. Yeah, it's Chipper's Revenge boss theme. Or? What? I don't get it. Here, pixelation, yeah. I want to take a look at the soundtrack once it's like more readily available on YouTube. Yeah, they really love that Carnival game. It's interesting that it's been in so many games. Hello, Matthew. What I meant to do. Like, genuinely, like, what am I meant to... Like, is this intentional? Like, I feel like I can't step out at all. So why is this thing evil, is my question. Is the Mimic in this thing right now?
My kids love me now.
Has Tales games been proven or no? It's actually gotten counter evidence. Weirdly enough, to summarize where we're at currently in the game, we've encountered audio tapes that are extremely precise instructions for stuff from Edwin's wife Fiona, who, according to Tales, died before pretty much any of this should have been even remotely worked on. I guess, yeah, he wants tickets, but why is he killing me? So I guess we have to not bump into the mannequins. It's like the mini game.
This is
It's goddamn finicky. I'm a little off-put by like how it feels like it just randomly kills you. I think you're supposed to avoid the light. But but I don't see, like, its vision's real weird. Can't like look lower. It's one thing I don't like, because its eyes are like the only thing that feels like a good telltale. Yeah, I guess it takes. I'm a little. We've been pretty consistent up to this point, and now I'm like a little.
I am intrigued.
So where am I trying? I'm trying to get to the other side. Yeah, so he's slowly turning around. Do this a few times. I hate when like the unpolished mechanic gets used a little too much. Do this again? Oh, I gotta do this wall.
Tickets, please.
I don't have a ticket though.
Tickets, please.
Helper.
Lucky you! You have a free spin. I can't get enough of this high-value entertainment. You there! Try your luck at the prize wheel. Wheel of prizes. Spin, wheel, spin. A mystery present you might win.
Oh, we have to do each mini game is what I'm getting from this.
Happen again? What? So much fun, 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 fun. Ready, set, throw! What's the matter? Afraid of clowns? Oh, you should join the Major Leagues.
This feels a little easy with flat mode. This one specifically. They are, Helper. Thank you.
Oh, you should join the major leagues. Cut those teeth. What's the matter? Afraid of clowns?
Oh, I moved my mouse a little.
Clowns are funny.
Thanks, Helper.
Kids, take care of your teeth and stay in school. Don't forget to floss.
Okay, I get the loop they're going for. So I've got to go to the right and loop around. There's basically like a death path and a good path.
I am intrigued. I want the grand prize.
I hope we get the grand prize is where this is going. That'd be a kind of funny resolution to this bit.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's what's a little confusing about Tails for me right now.
Tickets, please.
Is I'm not 100% on. Wait, hold on. That has to go like that. That means you have to go like that. You have to. Oh, okay. What? I didn't do that. That doesn't kill me, does it? Oh, it does. Yeah, long and short of it, it seems like Tales has canon elements, but the exact stories might not be canon. They almost feel like the storyboards are like rough draft for the stories in a way. If that makes sense. Like, a sort of like first pass at the concepts. The question is, what does that mean for stuff like Tales? Or from, like, Raspberry Frights? I'm now completely reset on how I
enjoy time with my
Damn it. Like, the gist of Edwin Murray's backstory was correct. But it also seems like the exact order, the specifications, the way the factory works is not the same. God, this seems like... I feel like if we're going to try and skip a segment with speedrunning glitches and all that, this is the segment we want to skip. So yeah, it's either Tales Reboot or Tales Clues. Yeah, that's the theory terminology I would use to explain, like, what's the sort of... Damn it, I thought I could make it. I didn't. I guess you can't sprint. At least it's saving midway through each time. I don't have to redo each minigame individually each time. I think that would be the worst version. This is, I think, a fair challenge segment. It's just a little annoying. I think what... I think how I would phrase, I think the intended usage for Frights and Tales and all that is... It shows a similar parallel... Like, okay, I'm going to say the word parallel, but I don't mean the usual parallels of, like, we took a character and duct taped theorizing onto it.
Tickets, please.
So you be either like this or this. That seems very personal. What? We even cape. This should work. Right? Yeah, that works.
Tickets, please.
Blades, this is my
That's funny. I don't think it's meant to be this funny. A little creepy.
Games of chance are my favorite.
You there! Try your luck at the prize wheel. Wheel of prizes. Spin, wheel, spin. A mystery present you might win. Just try again and expect a different result.
So the last one.
My kids
Games
love
of
me
skill
now.
are my favorite.
What a strange
To win.
adventurous. My kids love me now.
Mike, I want totally like to play these games.
Step right up and test your skill. Ready, set, blast off.
Oh, it's not even like a third distinct minigame.
Targets. You're doing stellar. Ooh, outer space.
Oh yeah, this would be Space Race, wouldn't it? Tron 1, that kind of early era space theming pre-Star Wars.
Hit the targets. Hit the targets. We have a winner. And what did you win? A free spin on the prize wheel. Head over to the prize wheel to redeem your free spin.
So what?
Tickets, please.
Okay, that's completely walled off. But I need to get over there. So... I think I can get to that specific... Yeah, that's, I think, the furthest I can get. I mean, presumably the ending is we get the blueprints and die, but we get it out. Is the point. I would love to see if we get to see Dispatch himself. Alright, that wasn't terrible. Like a little bit more annoying than I would like, but no, why? What the fuck? I don't like that I auto lose sometimes when it just decides I do. Like, I didn't do anything there. I didn't press the go button. Squawks, do you think there are cases where people try to ignore the novels that leads to trouble? I think the inverse is the case. I think people try to look to the novels a little bit too much sometimes. No, I know I'm timed, but that was like... That felt shorter than the other timers. This is the point. Like, I felt like it goes a little too fast. Sometimes. I wasn't just talking about map that. I just mean in general. I've seen a lot of novel theorizing that goes a little too far. Like, my go-to example for this is Elizabeth's death date, because it does not make a lot of sense if you try to linearly apply it. Okay, now we can't. So that. And then... that should work, right? And also, sometimes they're really easy.
Tickets, please.
Lucky you! You have a free spin.
So, I enjoy time with my family.
There, try your luck at the prize wheel. Wheel of prizes. Spin, wheel, spin. A mystery present you might win.
Yeah, I knew we were going to end on the grand prize. That's the fun bit to do. Okay, anyway, let me finish what I was saying. So Elizabeth Death is the perfect example of this, where if you were to follow the rationale of the novels, she dies before Circus Baby's Pizza World is created, when Afton is experimenting with a new experimental thing he doesn't quite understand, which is the Charlie bot. Putting some vague terms, because that's how people use it. And that not failure, but that death is what teaches him about possession, and that's supposed to be his motivation for the missing children's incident in the novel universe. But the problem is, you can't have Elizabeth be the introduction to him of the concept of possession proper, and have Elizabeth be before Circus Baby's Pizza World, and also in the novels have Circus Baby's Pizza World be the thing he specifically creates after he understands Remnant. Like, that project of the Fun Times exists so he could inject and experiment with souls of the original characters. Right? That's what I'm saying is, like, annoying comparison-wise. Is you can't have a timeline where Afton learns about possession from Elizabeth, and also in the game timeline, he makes Circus Baby's Pizza World, and that's where she's died. But in the novel, Circus Baby's Pizza World is made because of him understanding kids who won't die yet, because Elizabeth has to be before them. It doesn't make sense. Hat, crown, that, bow. Hat, so 0. Okay, that's what this is about. 0, 1, 2, 8. 0, 1, 2, 8. What? 0. 1. That's 100% locked in. Oh. What is this supposed to be if it's not a boot? I thought this might be a boot, and there's this guy with a boot on his head. But it's apparently not him. Or is it 3? Hold on. It's not 0. It's... there we go. I mistook the hat. I like this game. I think it's a good balance of, like, it's linear, but it's not as hand-holdy as Ruin, and you can actually die. Hey, new data driver. That's going to open up a lot for us. Creator permission. Okay, that's what that does. I was going to experiment with that. I didn't want to really Yeah, no, this one isn't that difficult. That's pretty simple. Have we seen William at all during this? No. I don't think this is gonna... I mean, William might cameo later. But we have not gotten any clues to how William's involved in this. It's mostly Edwin-based. Two different up doors here. Are they the same? Yeah, they are. Trophy. This seems...
Ed, I hope this message reaches you as soon as you get a break. I have to go help the Fall Fest crew, just for a few days until the installation is finished. It's hard to explain. I just have this terrible feeling like I need to be there so nothing goes wrong, just in case. Trisha will babysit David while I'm gone. I love you both, and I'll be back next week.
Okay, so she survives the Fall Fest. Wonder if we get more implications. That doesn't contradict anything yet. What's the implication there? Does she die in the fire? Well, that tape was during Fall Fest, obviously. Hey, Candy Cadet! So Edwin made Candy Cadet, funnily enough. That's funny. Or at least, like, they work with the brand. Oh yeah, David should not be alive at the same time as Fiona. That's correct. That's another contradiction. If Fiona should not be alive at the same time as this factory as we understand it right now, because she dies before it's like... She dies before it's Edwin on his own, just in a factory with David. A great Candy Cadet poster. I want to make that like a full art card for Candy Cadet. So that character's name is Big Top. So the books aren't canon. Well, at the very... Yeah, she dies giving birth in Tales. And also, shortly after, it's Edwin on his own in like a lonely... It's not even like this kind of factory, to be clear. It's like... It's an old cloth mill that he just works out of and keeps all his old stuff. So she doesn't die for a while, it seems like. I think she's still going to die at Fall Fest or something. I mean, what's the unreliable narrator here, though? She can't acknowledge those things. Oh, of course I'm going to make Secret of the Mimic cards. I confirmed I was going to make Secret of the Mimic cards before this game came out. Yeah, it was a lace factory. Yeah, it can't be... The best case for Tales games is saying that Tales was like also written without Scott's involvement, or something like that. Oh, snow. Yeah, people told me that apparently it does snow in Utah, which I didn't know. In my head, I'm like, oh, it doesn't snow in California, and Utah's even lower. Or I guess we might not even be in Utah, is the other funny thing about this, is, like, there's nothing that says Edwin's factory is in Utah right now. It's kind of just the presumption. But let's take a look at the environment around us. So we have... I mean, it looks fairly... this could be anywhere. Because I asked in the trailer, like, is there snow in Utah? Apparently there is. I didn't know that. I grew up in California where we never got snow, so I presumed Utah would be the same since they're not super far apart. Is Edwin not why can't get at those things? I don't know. I don't really think about it. Oh. Why? Hurricane is a desert, but this doesn't have to be in Hurricane or Hurricane. You know, it could be anywhere in Utah. In fact, it doesn't even need to be in Utah. I already mentioned that. It's like, this could be anywhere. Oh, you're definitely... That's probably the shot I'm going to use for a card. Oh, I didn't know you were still attacking me. I didn't know that was... I thought that sequence was over. I guess he didn't have the roof access ticket. What is this guy's deal? This reminds me of Music Man, where it's like, are you infected with the virus, or are you just an asshole? Cool sequence, though. Another good use of, like, the character's scale and, like, feel. Oh, wow, it's really picky. Why is Hurricane so important to FNAF? Because it's where it's set in Silver Eyes. And we've never been given another location, other than the fact that it is confirmed to be in Utah in FNAF 6. In the legal documents you get in FNAF 6 are dated Utah. Or not dated, located Utah. So we have currently no reason to doubt. Oh, this is a good OST too. God, Tetrabit's gonna have such a good time, like, taking a look at all of this.
Tickets, please. Tickets, please.
This isn't even the Mimic. This is just Edwin's goddamn ticket collector being a monster.
Tickets, please.
Weirdly enough, Edwin feels a little bit more like novel Henry than Henry does in FNAF 6.
Tickets, please.
Like the idea of like the not disenfranchised, but the disillusioned or illusioned, I guess, not disillusioned. Like the constantly lost in his own work. Inventor. Oh. What am I supposed to do there? Am I supposed to just run? I will say my one problem with this mechanic and like this character, right, is it seems it would almost make more sense if why? Yeah, I have tried the moon game. Why don't the mannequins just kill me, if that's the point of the segment? Skill issue, it doesn't make sense. Why does running away from the murder hand kill me? Look, this is so counterintuitive conceptually. Why? Why does it do that? Is this path just death? Is there another path? Why? This is the most frustrating part so far because it feels like I'm dying to nothing. Like, I'm not in his range. I'm not bumping into the mannequins. based on the hitboxes they demonstrate there. No, you can't go left. I don't understand. Like, what's killing me there? Yeah, I guess, Taylor, you're right. It's the secret's gonna stay at this rate. This is the first segment of this game. I'm like, okay, the weird big top ticket thing was annoying because I didn't quite get it at first, but once I understood it, it wasn't that bad. This is like, I straight up have no fucking clue what's killing me. Am I supposed to walk? Was I... No. Yeah, also he gave his robots teleportation. I like how Scott's canonical excuse for, like, Bonnie levitating in some posters almost makes more sense than this does for how I'm getting jump scared. See, even when I proc them... Why? Do I just have to run? I can do this with two hands tied behind my back? Can you now? Are you pushing the buttons with your nose? Your feet? Okay, I think I'm just supposed to run. That's my conclusion. That's the furthest I got, was just booking it. Okay, you're just supposed to run. Well, that's the card shot. Okay, Arnie. Get back up. So, we have a new character card I can make too, which is Arnold. Okay, so I don't have much longer I can stream for.
What took you so long? Don't get lazy on the job now. We need you to stay focused. Come back to the security office immediately. I found the location of another upgrade station.
I think I'm going to leave it here. Mannequins will get a card. There'll probably be a token. I'll see what my next task is.
I am dying to know what happened in there. The system was flooded with alarms and alerts, and then it all stopped. I'm guessing you took care of it. Well done.
No. I almost died again. You need to send help. Get me out of here now.
Amazing. We'll look into it. But first, the system says the data diver was updated to include creator permissions. I guess that means you're an artist now. Good job. I knew you could do it. As for your real job, your next target is the upgrade station in the demonstration theater. Check the map. You can get there through the workshops.
Oh. Yeah, I do wonder if the guy talking now is the mimic or not. It's possible. But it's a little too... Maybe it heard Dispatch say all this stuff before. His voice is the same as hand units. I think the idea is it's the human guy hand unit's voice is based on, similar to how Siri's based on a real person. Yeah, I have to stop around here. I'm trying to, like, think of a way. Okay, actually, let me go to 5:30, I think. I think I can pull that. I do think it's very possible we're listening to the mimic right now. Considering that he's pulled off a similar level of speech before. No, that's... around here. Because sometimes the mimic will just straight up be around here is the other thing we learned, which is interesting. We haven't seen the mimic for a bit. Power room. Where am I going? Did I get this? This. Oh wait, this is the alternate. Yeah, that's this. But I think there was a thing back here, so let me explore a bit now that I have more clearance. I don't know how many endings this game has. I assume when I get off work tonight, people will be like, yeah, it's 12. It's actually the most endings in any FNAF game. And they're all the same. It's just whether the Mimic clubs you to death or beats you to death. Very similar, but technically not the same thing. That's, yeah, I guess the question. Oh. Do we have Mimic active or not? Keep waiting for footsteps to be around any corner. This must open up at some point. Like, there must be a chase. Oh, it does open now. What about this room? Oh, it's this room. Okay. Okay, I guess, yeah, I'll talk about the canonicity stuff and the continuity debates a bit that this brings up, because to me, we're in a really weird gray area now. Because to say it completely decanonized Tales games is nice, is a nice thought, I should say, but it's not exactly what's happened. What's happened is... Okay, yeah, I thought... We're probably just going to get a bunch of random presents and stuff. What is this, Gremlins? It's a nice thought to say we can just brush off the books. But I do think what this means is the books represent an alternate timeline with equivalent characters who are not identical. Which is kind of where we were a few years ago. But it's a little more complicated now. Because some characters are the same, like Edwin and David and Fiona. But what they do and the way they lived and everything was different. And then you have stuff like What We Found to consider, where we have an entire character named Hudson who may or may not be the one in the game continuity or not. So the Mimic can be active here is what I'm immediately seeing.
This is better than ice cream.
He's supposed to be. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here. Also, why would they make a room like this? The Mimic. Oh, that one makes the MCM. Or not, I mean, makes the VM. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Was I supposed to do this? What am I looking for? I can hear him. Ooh, that's who. damn it! Oh, that's a creepy one. Ugh. Oh, that one's freaky. But so it's like, do we use Hudson as proof as there are book exclusive characters? Or do we say Hudson has to exist because Edwin is the same, you know? Yeah, it's an interesting, like, blank costume. Or, like, an unfinished one, it looks like. It's not what I meant to do. That's, like, the exact opposite. That did something. I might be the mimic, guys. Sorry to spoil it on you. It'd be really funny if Candy from Five Nights at Candy's was just randomly here, actually. I've always liked the idea that the fanverse stuff is canonical in that there are, like, characters of those concepts, but they might not be, like, the haunted versions, just like the generic, not generic brand, but the like, what? Oh, that's not the same. Store. What about this door? So it's to get this. I guess, yeah, instead of continuing to the next mission, I'll just try to collect some stuff. What about here? Ooh, bathroom with a master lock in it. Interesting. Yeah, just like in this world, Candy's never goes wrong or anything like that. It's just is completely mundane. I like that as the excuse to, like, have the characters without, like, the cursed history. Or the other thing I would do, and this would have been a really funny idea, but it wasn't quite in the cards when Fanverse was when Help 1 was being worked on. Listening. Is the idea that maybe Candy's was the in-universe indie games. It doesn't quite work, but it would have been a cool way to do it. How many collectibles are we at in the minigame? I'm gonna worry about it more when I have all the collectibles. 8 of 25. Okay. Jordan Creation is only canon as, like, an arcade game, so we don't really know if it has any bearing. Yeah, I guess Pop Goes couldn't really work since it only really exists. Yeah, I do think, I mean, the answer of what Edwin's magnus opus is the mimic. But in terms of the characters that don't try to kill you, is probably helpful. I think I've gotten most of the collectibles I could yet now, because it's the workshop, right? Is the next thing. It's power room. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so I would say about 10 minutes is how much I have to do this next segment. So they've been about that time. So I'll give it a shot. I'll take a look at what's in store. Already been here, already gotten that collectible. Yeah, I don't know what the thing is, story creation just doesn't make a lot of sense in the game continuity of FNAF as it is. That's the workshop. That's the way we were meant to go. What about the warehouse? Can I go there? No. No, I can't. So that's probably the next major area. Considering that, yeah, this admin is the next code. You probably copyrighted the phrase Mr. Helpful and Mrs. Helpful. And helper as an anagram. Because you can't just copyright a common used word. It has to be either a word you made up. Oh, that's freaky. But cool. It has to be either a word you made up entirely. Okay, Edwin. We can't bring politics into this. This is your factory. You gotta chill out. I know it's just a mushroom man without the hat. Oh, that's a chase sequence waiting to happen. I mean, that kind of is candy. I don't know what exactly this is meant to be. If you don't get the joke, I'm not going to try and force the joke onto you. Yeah, you got it.
If you're assigned to run the demonstration, please follow the demo instructions. A completed director suit is required. Use the costume lift to access the theater booth. It won't operate unless you're wearing the suit.
Oh.
Once you're in place, the stage manager program will guide you through the demonstration.
David?
Good luck.
Look like what?
It's scary.
Oh, it's an endoskeleton. It won't always look like this. It'll wear fun costumes.
Like what?
Anything you want. It can fit into any costume we've created. Think of it as your new babysitter. But it doesn't get paid and go home. It'll stay with us and help around the house.
That's another change. It was just an endoskeleton with no legs in the short story. So, I mean, once again, the gist of the short story is correct. It's just wrong in almost every detail other than the gist. It's also a change because I think the short story specifically called out that David got used to it very quickly. Energized spring lock? Ooh. Ah, everyone loves a good spring lock segment. It's our collectible list looking like. Little swing sewing kit. Ranger army knife. Grand prize trophy. Okay. Wonder what we'll use all that for. Let's read some mail. Spell check. Ed, how many times do I have to tell you? Mycelium only has one L. Now, all the marketing images are misspelled. Our clients are going to think we made mistakes and don't pay attention to the details. Is there any way to fix it now? Spelling is fine. I know. I don't think it's that big of a problem. This misspelling actually helps us when it comes to possible copyright issues. The double L spelling protects us. Nobody will notice anyway. Gary, I found the missing pieces of the stupid power device. Just gotta head over there and turn the power on. I'll check in soon. Okay. It's also interesting that the spring locks might not be a Fazbear policy thing here, because Edwin, I mean, yeah, he works with Fazbear Entertainment, but it's his own company. So did Fazbear make the spring locks, and then what?
Hey, Arnold. The system says you need a suit to get into the theater.
Okay, yeah, let's put it on. I'll go a little longer than I started. I just need to be done by 6. Huh.
Hey, Arnold. The system says you need a suit to get into the theater.
Pieces of updated Captain Spring Lock suit can only be found in the workshop. Fully booster required. Okay. Shop. One moment. That's not good. Looking for parts of the suit. Workshop, which is over here. So I'm looking for the rest of the costume. Oh, there's one of the mycelium men. Hey. Jug band. Welcome show, pig and lasso. More mail. No, not you too, Mimic. Where is the... Oh, is that the tiger in the back? I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I guess he was made to copy what he sees. I like this way of doing the luring system. It's a little bit more unique than some games. Where's the next spring lock part? Because I'm looking for legs. Oh, hey. Sprinting. Oh, there's our jester. Are you like a rat? Dang it, I just realized. Yeah, it does look more like Patrick. I was just joking. Like that, it's a mycelium man without its add-on is what it actually is. Okay, so 4 more parts of it. Oh, I hope that's the one that comes alive. We still haven't seen the mimic itself yet, only in costume. You. Where do I? There you are. Hear that. Where are you going? I do like that the mimic doesn't even seem to like really give a shit until it sees us, and then that like whatever's in its head that wants it to kill us. However, like those dots kind of connect. Damn it! Please don't make me redo the leg. Like a pirate beard. Or it switched to a completed one, yeah. No, it's just a pirate. Yeah, okay, it saves the fact that I did a leg. Does it save the fact that I head down from the ceiling? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Does it save the fact that I got the log? Oh, so I'll have to get that every time I want to get this head. Oh, he's a dog. He's a dog with an octopus on his head. Yeah, I don't think he can follow me into here. Yeah, he's like a dog. I think it's a bit of a stretch to call it a proto-Foxy, because, I mean, not to say Foxy already exists, 'cause I don't think it does, but... Okay, I'll just carry one of these. Why not? Where's the next limb? It's probably not upstairs. Keep going this way, because where I found the leg, there's something still up here. Where? Oh, he's got a cannon, either leg or arm. I don't know where he is right now. Huh, he's just completely wrong. Let's see, is this your leg? Oh, it's your arm. You have a cannon for an arm. That's gonna suck for our use. I guess I'll finish this and then I'll exit out of the game. So, let's see, where else would I get something? Oh. Just got a mailbox. It will say no mail if I didn't get it. That's cool. This feels a little real. You do not go here. The answer is you don't go here yourself. That limb. 2 more, I think. Need the left arm and the right leg. Oh, that one's bad. Bad shape. Oh, there's a life. We need one more limb. And it's auto-saving every time I do that, so... After these spring lock designs, they're actually a little bit more accommodating than the usual. I mean, yeah, the no mail means you already collected from it. So let's check what the... Oop, nope, not this one. Let's check what these say. Vacations. me and Stan are not out of here. Me and Stan are out of here. It's time to jump ship before things get ugly. I have a bunch of Fiona's character patterns, and Stan's thinking, is talking what he can. Join us. With everything we know about the restaurant project, we can start our own machine shop. No, not for sports use, and not for personal use either. Sports never did anything good for me, so I'm not going to do anything good for sports. Sales pitch, Mr. Murray. Bob of marketing had an amazing idea. Costumes are great for sports teams. Okay, so Edwin doesn't like sports. My weekend vacation request was refused. I quit. Tell Jake I'm going to be back for my things on Monday. So this kind of chronicles things going south. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but it's interesting that it wasn't the mimic that seemed to kill this place's use case. It seems more like this place was already going to shit when the mimic was made. And maybe the mimic was just the turning point, or maybe the mimic wandering around did cause it, but yeah, it seems like it naturally went downhill, just quality-wise. Just refused. It also kind of reinforces the Tails Edwin felt like a weird character because it felt like it was kind of asking you to be sympathetic for him, while also not making him super sympathetic in the first place. I was hoping I could find it while hiding. Yeah, also Edwin doesn't like sports, which is interesting. Wonder what we'll learn about that. I wonder if this game explains how David died in its version. Because you would think that sports thing has to do with something how David dies, but David got hit by a car in the original version, which is a completely unrelated concept. God damn it. Where's the arm? I guess, yeah, maybe, like, that's the connection, is David was playing with a ball. But it wasn't like David wanted to be a sports player, that's why he was playing with the ball. Like, that's a very weird connection to say no mascot costumes because I hate sports because my son played with a ball one time when he died. Oh yeah, if the Mimic threw a ball because it saw something sports broadcasting-wise, maybe that could be it. But that's not, like, explicitly stated lore. Okay, it's up there. Where the hell is this final limb? Is it, like, in another area? Oh, you're Jester now. Cool. I feel like I'm missing something, you know? How did you... Oh, because I made too much noise. Oh, that's a good one. This costume. Anyone know where the last limb is? It's kind of wasting my time to not know. I've just overlooked the last limb. Is it? Miss. I guess I've overlooked it, but I'm just like, what? The others are so obvious. Well, the machine needs it to start. Here, there. Right. Not that. It's just at the wall you see from the entrance. Okay. Well, if I can get past the mimic, I'll check there. Use these. Oh, come on. There you go. It's just at the wall you see from the entrance. I don't see what you're talking about. It's just at the wall you see from the entrance. What entrance? From the archway next to the red doors. I'm at the red doors. I have no clue what you're talking about. Which way? Window wall. Can I get someone else to give me instructions? Because these instructions don't make sense. I don't know if the instructions are just delayed or what, but like there's... Oh, that's it. Oh, he's really fast in this costume. Let's see if this brings you anywhere. Yeah, I did what I wanted. There we go. That is obscure. Because it's just, I mean, like, it's not, it's standing on its own, so it should be easy to see, but something about it just is not. How do I... Oh. What? What? Okay, where does this put me? Okay, let me grab this. I should be quickly done, because I have all the other ones and I know where it is. RNG is good for me. Yeah, okay. It was very easy when I knew what it was. Yeah, he hasn't opened a locker this whole time. Alright, that's where I'm going to stop it. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get ready to go to work. So we'll do this tomorrow. What time? I'll get some final questions to talk about in chat. Yeah, I guess his hitbox glitched or something like that. What's my schedule look like? Today's 13th. If I get up early, I can stream tomorrow. Wait, no, wait, that's not my schedule. I mean, okay, it's still whatever. Yeah. I might be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know how much. I'm playing games with Star. It's good. It's atmospheric. It's creepy. It's not the scariest FNAF game. I don't think we're at that territory yet, but it's well made. It's given me things to consider, and you know that's kind of all you can ask for. And it feels unique. I think is the other good thing. It's like it feels a little bit like a lot of games, but also it feels distinct enough that I don't like. I'm not. People were like, "This looks like Poppy Playtime." But FNAF, but it doesn't feel like that. You know, even if it maybe looks like that. What's the overall characterization of Edwin? I think it's kind of like I said earlier. It's closer to how Novel Henry was characterized, where it's like I think he's an inventor who just wants to do good things but cannot see the problems in his work around him. I feel like that's the vibe I'm understanding from Edwin here, where he cannot understand how dangerous the things he's making are. I mean, it's not really Poppy Playtime, though, because Poppy Playtime is big dramatic chasing sequences, and you're very rarely hiding from something in Poppy Playtime. It's much more puzzles and chases, and not quite platforming, but kind of platforming. This game is a lot more stealth horror mission with puzzles mixed about. And kind of observation and audio listening. Like, it's a very different gameplay loop. The only Poppy Playtime comparison I could make is that it's a factory, but even then, everything in the factory is different. It's a completely different claustrophobic vibe. It doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel Portal-like. It feels like an actual... This feels more like an actual workshop than Poppy does. Poppy, like I said, has a very sci-fi, aperture science-y kind of feel. Whereas this feels like an actual abandoned warehouse with a character. It feels like a nightmare you're having, is the way I would explain it. Like, it feels like you have a nightmare where there's a thing after you and you're in a weirdly real space. I don't think the short story specified what the mall was, honestly. And it feels like, yeah, lived in, and it feels real. And yeah, it's also not even like the Poppy Playtime comparison isn't even like that fair. I guess you have the cutouts with speakers on them, but those are also like a real thing. Those were not made up by Poppy Playtime. And also, they're used for a different purpose here. Like, every comparison I think I could make is it's different in some way, you know? The shaking sequences are the only thing similar, and even then, they're a little different still. I can't really compare this to Poppy quality-wise because I haven't really played Poppy, but I do like it so far. It's nailed this. Like I said earlier, the idea of someone in an era where the technology wasn't advanced enough to keep up with what they are capable of. It has that feel where it's like they have this idea, they want to make it, but it's just not there yet. My biggest question is when will we see the Freddy's game? If we'll see them at all. Because that's the other interesting difference is the short story had Edwin working on the Freddy's gang in some capacity, whereas we haven't seen any of them yet. The only thing we've seen is the Spring Bonnie bobblehead Arnold has. That's the only connection to Freddy's. And they mentioned a restaurant project earlier. Oh yeah, we'll have to get memes about how much Edwin hates sports teams. I wonder if they're going to be in the executive office, if that's going to be like our final treat. I wonder what they'll look like, though. Will they be in the art style of this factory or not? Yeah, I'm curious about where the sport plot line is, because it's a really bizarre thing to call out. Yeah, the trolls. Sports killed my son! Oh, it could be, yeah, that Edwin wanted to be into sports, but it could be like a Gordon Ramsay situation. If you didn't know, Gordon Ramsay was a soccer player for a lot of his life until he broke his leg kind of irreversibly. And he spent so much time at home alone that he got a lot into cooking because it was the only thing he could do to kind of express himself when he was kind of trapped home when his leg was healing. And when he learned he couldn't play soccer anymore because of how bad the leg break was, he was like, well, I got a lot of practice in cooking. I'll keep looking into it. and then he became a big deal. I wonder if Edwin has like a similar history. It's a pretty common story. Like there's someone was a good sports player, but then they break something and it forces them to change into a career they didn't know they were gifted at. Yeah, so I guess I'll see everyone tomorrow. I'm interested to see how much is left in the game. It's definitely a big game. This feels like you took the scale of Security Breach and condensed it down without the fluff space. Because Security Breach felt bloated. This does not. This feels very well used space-wise. Which is, I think, the other really good thing. I kind of want a remake of Security Breach in more of this style. That would be kind of cool, I think. But whatever, I doubt we'll get that. But I'll see everyone tomorrow.